Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your podcaster Helen coming to you on this fabulous Wednesday evening. It's Hump Day Wednesday, and I felt the need to podcast today. Sometimes I hate looking at my news feed when it comes over because it's nothing but negative news. And you always want to see something positive in the news. And I saw a heartbreaking story today, as always, every day about a shooting in Atlanta at a medical facility where four got shot and one unfortunately succumbed to their injuries. And I was just thinking about how you must live life to the fullest these days. And maybe I'll call this episode Living Life to the Fullest, because sometimes we get complacent in life and we don't do the things that we should do and enjoy life the way that we should. And when the pandemic happened in 2021, it really set us all back because we became just kind of like in a shell. We was encased in the pandemic. COVID-19 really came in and it just knocked the wind out of us all of a sudden. And you was afraid to go to the grocery store to get the essentials that you needed for yourself: toilet paper, tissue, toothpaste, whatever it might have been. You would run out, have on that mask. You didn't want anybody really to talk to you. You was just afraid to live life. And so we began to isolate, and that began to mess with our mental, because isolating is not a good thing. And we forgot to enjoy life, or how to enjoy life. And I feel like we're just really like coming out of that shell where we really can enjoy life. And I know I isolated and I haven't been able to enjoy life the way that I should. And so now I'm at the point where I'm starting to really enjoy my life and do the things that I want to do in life. But during the pandemic, I want to shout out, mention, give accolades to Tanya Time Book Club. Tanya Time Book Club is the most amazing book club. I love to read. I love to write. I'm an author, and she brought about this book club during the pandemic, and maybe it was something that helped her because she was in the house isolating, not being able to do the things that she wanted to do, and it helped her mental to be able to come up with this amazing idea of this book club. And Tanya Time Book Club is awesome, and I would recommend anybody that listens to my podcast to definitely tune in on Tuesdays. Each month we have a new read, and this month we are reading V.E. Schwab, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And it is an amazing read. Last month we read The House of Eve by Shadiqua Johnson, which was a great read as well. And she do live Zooms with the author if they're available, if she selects their book. And it's just an amazing book club. And it's something positive. It's fun, it's innovating, and it brings life to you on the days. Normally it's Tuesday that we have discussions about our book club. And it's just a wonderful and amazing book club. And I wanted to throw that out there. I have 1,900 plus followers now, and I would love for each and every one of you guys to turn into Tanya Time Book Club. It is amazing. And every time we have a discussion or we read a new book, I'm just energized, and it's amazing. So I wanted to give her that opportunity to hear somebody in her book club speak on how it has helped their mental as well as their everyday life to be able to talk about the books that we read. If you're a bookie, it's definitely a great club for you to join. Tanya Sams is an amazing person. Thus far, I love her energy. It's infectious, and I think everybody should join Tanya Time Book Club because I love it. I'm her number one bookie. So I'll put that out there. But other than that, I just wanted to speak on loving one another. We never know when something is going to happen because the world is crazy. No one that got up to go to work at that medical facility today thought that they would encounter the horror that they encountered today. To be able to go in there and see a coworker and have somebody that come in and shoot the place up, and it's happening too often. And I just wanted to speak on that. We must live life to the fullest, no matter what it is. I know it's scary, but just take all your precautions and live life, because I'm finally starting to live my life. And it's amazing. It feels good. Like I say, I podcast from my porch. I love my front porch. I podcast from it. So you're going to hear cars pulling up and somebody is blowing the horn, or maybe one of the kids have pulled on their parents' car door and something is going off, an alarm. So I apologize for that. But Helen's podcast is a real podcast. We're transparent over here. We give light, we give love, we give positivity. And that's what we do over here at Helen's podcast. I don't do a lot of lives, but I definitely plan on incorporating more lives coming up. And I've said that in the past, and I have done a few, but I definitely plan on doing more lives. But I feel like if you're at work and you just got the ear pods in your ear and you're walking around, or you're sitting at your desk and you're doing work, you really don't have time to sit there and look at me live, but you can listen to me. So that's how I view my podcast. But other than that, I just wanted to bring the fact that you must live life to the fullest, to your attention, to your forefront, so that you can know that we're pushing through all the negativity into the positive. And unfortunately, we know negativity is going to happen. But if you focus on the positive and just be happy and live your life and love the ones that you have in your life and in your circle, and just focus on making everything better. And if you can help someone, help someone. Because I always say, remember to check on your friends, your neighbor, your coworker. It could be a homeless person on the streets. It could be a clerk in the gas station. If you go in, make sure you ask them, how are you today? That how are you today could be a channel that opens them up to telling you, well, I'm having a rough day today. And that venting may be the only thing that could save them from even wanting to hurt themselves or go into deep depression. So I always ask you, please be mindful of how you treat people, because kindness matters. And that's our motto over here at Helen's Podcast. Kindness really matters. So remember, I won't keep you long. I won't make it drawn out. I don't have long episodes. They're quick snippets just to bring you positivity and lift you up. And with that being said, I'll say it again. Remember to check on someone today, whether it be a friend, a neighbor, a coworker, a family member, a homeless person on the streets. If you have a couple dollars, it's coming up to summer. It's going to get really hot. I mean, you don't have to roll your window all the way down, but you can stick those few dollars through the crack of the window. That could be a drink that they could buy. They could be dehydrated, but those couple of dollars can help them get the drink that could possibly save their lives. So with that being said, I want to say this is Helen from Helen's Podcast. We bring light, love, and positivity. And until next time, have a fabulous Wednesday.